All right, is this working? All right, I think it's working. Hello, welcome. Today is Monday, October 20th, 2025. And as always, I'm Addy here coming to you live. I was thinking today's October 20th, right? And I right before I came up here to the upstairs office, to the nerve center of the internet, as I like to refer to it, I was walking the dog with my wife, and then I was noting how it was October 20th, and without thinking, like, I said something that really no man should ever say. Like, I know better than to say this, but I said, "Oh, it's somebody's birthday today," and my wife says, "Oh, probably one of your girlfriends," and I said, "No, I think one of my ex-girlfriends." And so now my wife's not talking to me, as is understandable, but that's okay because I'm here to talk to you myself. We're here to talk together. But yeah, so it's been driving me nuts. Like October 20th for like the past 20 minutes, I've been like, okay, which ex-girlfriend has the birthday October 20th? Because I know one ex-girlfriend has a birthday of October 24th. And then I know another ex-girlfriend has a birthday of October 28th. And I really need to be careful because my wife's birthday is November 11th. And that's coming up really quickly. And if I don't pay attention, like, that's just going to pass me right by. And then I'll be in even more trouble. So I need to, like, pay attention to that. Anyway, Matthew is waving hello. All right. Hello, Matthew. So I thought tonight... So I was having a little bit of a temper tantrum yesterday because I couldn't figure out something in Unity, and in fairness, well, it's not actually in fairness. I think what I would like to say is that I wasn't really paying I was watching a football game while I was like trying to do this thing, right? And so I think that's probably why I couldn't really accomplish it because it wasn't something I was very familiar with. It wasn't something that was very intuitive, and I was only giving it about 45% of my attention. So we're going to give it 100% of attention tonight and see if we can do it. I'm pretty sure we can. I think I have a good idea. Matthew says in your calendar. I looked at my calendar, and I am very good about putting people's birthdays in my calendar. And the only thing, like, here, I'll show you. Wait, is this okay to show? Yeah, I think this is all right to show. So, like, October 20th, the only thing it says is stream, right? Now, here's one girlfriend's birthday on the 24th, which is still in my calendar. Hopefully my wife can't hear me. And then there's another girlfriend's birthday on October 28th that is, so I'm trying to remember. And I'm like, okay, well, am I misremembering this girlfriend's birthday or X? Am I misremembering this ex-girlfriend's birthday or possibly this ex-girlfriend's birthday? I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a mystery, and I think really the only way to solve the mystery is to just contact each and every one of my ex-girlfriends and ask them. Well, that's actually not true because there's plenty of ex-girlfriends. I think I probably know just about every significant ex-girlfriend's birthday. I think I know everyone, like, by heart. Yeah, like even my original, like not original, even the very first serious girlfriend I had back when I was like 15, 16 years old. Like, this was like the first true love of my life. And I remember her birthday. Her birthday was May 11th. I remember her birthday. And then, yeah. And like every relation, like there's a handful of relationships, like significant ones. And like, there's even like these insignificant ones whose birthdays I remember. Like and it's not fair to say, like, that sounds terrible. That sounds terrible. I shouldn't say it like that. I shouldn't have said that. But you know what I mean? Like, there are some relationships, like if you want to like order relationships in a scale of significance, there are some that are higher up on this scale than others. And so even some that are like way down here, I still remember their freaking birthday. So you know, like, and even like ones, like even girls who weren't even really a girlfriend, but just kind of like, we were kind of like casually seeing each other. Like, I remember there, like, I still remember. So it's really bugging me, like October 20th, I don't know. And then Matthew was asking in the Discord, he was asking, who is Hassan Piker? Oh, okay. You figured, oh, that Hassan, of course I saw everything he did. Yes. So I love the creativity of the internet, especially when it's just, I just love ridiculousness. I love ridiculousness. And the fact that well, first of all, so Hassan Piker, you know, people coming up with Collargate, but sure, that's clever, but that's also kind of predictable because everything is something gate, right? But then the fact that the whole thing with Hassan shocking his dog happened on October 7th, and somebody came up with the term Dogtober 7th. It's so stupid. Oh God, I absolutely love stupid humor. I love stupid humor. Like Dogtober 7th, it's so ridiculous. Oh God, and honestly, I gotta say, and this might not be a very popular take, but that's fine. There's only a few of you listening. That's one of the reasons I love this president, is because it's just such stupid humor. Like I get it. Like people are like, oh, it's our president posting AI videos of him dumping poop on protesters. Yeah, and it's like, oh my God, just because he's still a fucking human being. But he's, oh my God, it's just ridiculous. But Dogtober 7th, it's so stupid. It's just so stupid. I love it. I love humor like that. It's just like obviously I don't like that he shocked his dog to death or whatever happened, but just, oh my God, the terminology. Matthews, I'm very bad with dates. I have a spreadsheet with birthdays. There's another thing you could use. It's called a calendar. They even have those online now. I couldn't tell you any of the off top of my head except my recent ex and my own. When is your birthday, Matthew? It's going on my calendar. What is this? The AI videos of Hassan with the dog. Oh my God! Yeah, some of them have been really good. Oh God. Okay, I gotta see.
We need to put the guys. Full communist revolutionary takeover. Every single enemy of the revolution needs to be murdered.
Oh, poor Kaya. Poor Kaya.
The streets will run red with the blood of the fascist right-wingers. Come on! In Minecraft.
Poor Kaya.
And by in Minecraft, I of course mean in real life. I'm dead serious!
Now, first of all, we should not be laughing at the fact that this poor dog... We should not be laughing at animal abuse. Having said that...
Needed, in Minecraft, of course, but especially in real life, which is what I'm actually talking about.
I've seen this. I know it's coming. I've seen this.
Yes, anyone who disagrees with you about anything, come on! Use children strap a bomb to a kid, send them on a play date at a conservative house.
Oh, the dew claw.
In Minecraft, but actually in real life. You know what we need to do to win the revolution? We need to violate Twitch's terms of service. We need to spend every day violating Twitch's terms of service harder and harder. I love inciting violence against the law.
I haven't seen the full...
Kaya, come on! Don't disrupt my stream, you stupid, worthless infidel dog! Can you believe this dog attacked me, chat? So incredibly spoiled.
Oh, forever the victim, Hassan.
Shot collar. It mostly doesn't electrocute him. What are you guys talking about? It's not a shot
Kaya's
collar.
a girl, by the way.
It's a normal collar. It's got a device and it pacifies the dog in Minecraft. You think we're going to win the revolution without electrocuting any dogs? Twitch didn't do anything.
Okay. All right. That's enough. Oh, God. Oh, but it's just some of the memes and humor that's been... Oh, my God. I love stupid humor. I love just ridiculous humor. Like things that are. I'm trying to think of an example because there have been so many examples in the past, and I can't think of one right now. I can think of one. I can think of one, but it might be a little offensive. All right. I'm going to show you, and I have a feeling, and oddly enough, now of the people watching, which there's not a lot, right? There's two, and I know who they are, but of the people watching, I think it would probably be not sure who's offended by this, but I'm going to pull it up anyway. I'm going to pull it up, and this is like one of the original examples of just stupid internet humor. It's old. It's old, and it's 24 years old, and that should be a hint. Oh yeah, I found it. Okay, here it is. It's the Hulk Hogan 9/11 pictures. I remember seeing this like literally days after 9/11. And I couldn't help but it's so stupid. There he is with the chair, and then this is my favorite one on the bottom right hand corner where he's poking around. It's so dumb. Okay. All right, that's very offensive. No, only a bad person would laugh at that. Only a bad person would laugh at that. All right, you guys understand? Only a bad person would laugh at that. I remember I was at a work. It was like a work happy hour. This was like several years ago, like 7-8 years ago. But I was at a work happy hour, and somehow this came up, and like I mentioned, like I said something like, "Oh, like the Hulk Hogan 9/11 picture or the Hulk Hogan 9/11 memes," and people are like, "Wait, what? Like what?" And I was like, "You didn't see those?" And they're like, "No," and I'm like, just Google Hulk Hogan 9/11. It'll come right up. And they did. And like they started cracking up. And then they're like, "You're a terrible person, Addie. You're a terrible person." But they're all laughing. Let's see. Not Sure is in the house. Did you see the Freedom Tunes video? Yeah. We just watched that. I use a calendar too. The spreadsheet is for their age. Wait, what? No, there's a very easy way to solve that. I'll show you. Let me see. I'm going to try and find a name of somebody who is like I don't have a last name. No, there's a very easy way to solve that. Wait. Here we go. Right here. Irosha, birthday, 1998. Just put the year. Literally in the event name. Just put the year. That's all you got to do. I'm pretty sure I do that quite a bit. A guy. Oops, I probably shouldn't be showing a full name there. Let me see. Sorry, Ed. That's my brother. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, there's ways to do it. Just put the year in the event name. That's all you got to do. I'm waiting for Meat Canyon video now. He's officially done. Roast it, toast it. When that happens. I love the internet. I have a famous birthday, January 1st, 19. Is that, well, that's not your birthday. Oh, I see what you're doing there. It took me a minute, but I see what you did there. I see exactly what you did there. Yes. Your birthday, or also known as 0, right? Like that's your birthday, 0. And in a lot of contexts, your birthday, if you literally, if you have the birthday, well, I can't say literally because it depends on what time you were born, right? Like, because the epoch is the number of seconds since. Yeah, so if you were born at 12:01 a.m., then your birthday is 60, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it starts at midnight. So yeah, so your birthday, your birthday's only 0 if you were born at exactly midnight on January 1st, 1970. There's a joke about date time in there somewhere. Not sure. Fair. Okay. All right. What was I doing? I was doing something off screen and I forgot what it was already. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm being sent pictures of food. All right. Well, it looks kind of, it's Indian food, no less. It's good. Looks good. Yum, yum. All right. So let's see. All right. So what we're going to do is we're adding a fucking arrow to the mini map. And now, mind you, there's like 6 different renderers and cameras, and apparently there's even some C++ code in there and Visual Basic code as well that Matthew added. I don't know why, but somehow there's Visual Basic code now in the code base, but that's okay. We're going to work through it. It is basic after all. We can handle it. We're professionals. We do this every day. We can do it. There's one family member who I don't know their birth year, and I'm too afraid to ask at this point. What is their relation? Is it a sibling? If it's a cousin, I think that's okay. Like, there's even cousins who, like, I have a cousin whose birthday is coming up on December 5th, and I have another cousin whose birthday is on January 5th. Those are the only 2 cousins whose birthdays I know, by the way. So, but what is their family relation? Like, if it's a sibling, yeah, if it's a sibling, ask a parent. Ask your common parent. If there's only one, right? But ask one of the common parents if there's more than one, which means there's 2. But you know what I mean? Ask a common parent if they're a sibling. Even if they're a cousin, ask a common parent, because then they can ask their sibling whom they can report back to you. Can we decompile a Visual Basic code to C? I mean, that might already have been done, but I don't know. I have to look at like the complexity of what Matthew added. Like, he just sits there and he's like, and then now suddenly there's like a 6,000 line commit. And of course, part of that is on me because I just like, oh, merge. So, but it's okay. It's okay. We can work with it. We can do this. We can do this, boys. It's fine. We handle code like this every day. We got this. All right. So I did a lot of the experimenting that I was doing was on my Mac, and I didn't bother checking that code in. So we're just going to start over. We're just going to kind of start over, and literally all I'm going to do is I'm going to download an arrow. Let's see. But what did I think I literally searched player mini map icon. I think is literally what I searched. Yeah, let's see what we have here. Yeah, this is the one I liked. I liked the way it was shaped. I kind of like this one. Of course, I have no idea what the usage rights are. I guess since I'm doing this publicly, I probably should at least try. Let's see. Isn't there a usage rights? Okay. Creative Commons, commercial and other licenses. Can I go to a Creative Commons? Addy Goes Live. Would you be mad if I put a virus into a PR? No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. This is just as long as we test it on your computer first. I sent you a game ready. I know you did. All right. So let me see. Maybe we can use this. I mean, I like that one. Where did it go? This one. I mean, how can you copyright a circle with a triangle? Like literally, how can you copyright that? Like, I mean, if it's on a website called pngwing.com. All right, they're trying to get fancy and block right mouse click on the image. Oh, is that what you're doing, huh? Is that what you're doing? Oh, you want to try and get fancy with that. You want to be like, oh, if I block the right mouse click, then nobody can steal my image. Well, I could just screenshot this and work with that, but I'm petty. Oh my God, that dog. Here we go. All right. So I'm pretty sure that is not actually a transparent image, but we'll work with this. We can work with this. All right. So let's just save this to the desktop. We're just going to save this as arrow. No. Player mini map arrow 1. Because who knows? We might have a 2. Okay. All right. So we got that. Now there are websites where you can, let's see, free background remover. And I am not going to use any sponsored ones. Oh my God. Wait, is that all on the desktop? No, that's not. Wait, is that my C drive? No, where was I just a second ago? Oh, that is the desktop. I got a ton of junk on my desktop. All right, that's fine. All right. I don't trust that one. Maybe this one. Free background remover. I think this is the one I used. Let's see. Okay. I don't want any background. How about no background? See, the problem is I don't know if that's a checkered background or no background. Like, I don't know. And paint.net to remove backgrounds. Wait, I'm on Windows. Can paint.net? Well, I guess I literally could just select. All right. You know what? Let's do that. Let's put that up in paint.net, because then I can just select the black and then do an inverse select and then delete everything. All right. That should work. Let's see. Oh, where's the music? Where did the music go? All right, there we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag this in, open, easy. Okay, it has been a while, so let's see if I can remember how to do this. The lasso tool, I think. Will that just work? No. Oh, no. There's like a Is it not the lasso tool? Oh, wait, this one. Magic wand. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. I like the way that's looking. Oh, yeah. All right, so now I should be able to... How do I do an inverse select? I'm pretty sure there is a way I can do that. If not, then this is a cheap program. Invert selection. There we go. And delete. Perfect. All righty. So, now... That looks really shitty, but I'm working with it. I'm going to assume that when it's smaller, there we go. I like that. All right, so let's see. Transparency. Okay. Okay. Oh, is it? Oh, did it save it as a PNG? Let's see. Did it? Okay. And then also we want to rotate, but we can rotate it in Unity easily enough, but I kind of want to rotate it here. But apparently you can only do... Yep. There probably is a way to do fine-tune rotation, but we'll just do it in Unity. I think it'll be a lot easier. Oh my God, just use Inkscape. Shut up, not sure. It should be white so you can color it. Look at all the empty white space. Are you saying the background should be white? I don't want to color the background. I mean, I guess I could then just set the alpha to white, and then it would... No! Stop it. I'm doing it like this. God. I swear. You guys, you raise my blood pressure. You're driving me nuts. Is the dog up here? Thought I heard the dog. He's probably like, oh shit, he's mad too. We're about to have a Kaya situation over here. All right, so let me see. All right, I don't know where to put this. I did create a mini-map folder here, but I created it on my Mac. So let me go ahead and create it here. No. Create folder mini-map. All right. So we can just drag it in here. Okay. So now what I want to do, so I want to select it. Oh, okay. I want to select it. Why is Unity? Oh, that's paint.net. Okay. Oh my God, that fucking dog. Every time there's like a leaf that blows by, he's just barking. Okay. So sprite 2D and then single mesh type. Okay. Pivot center. I think all of that's right. Alpha is transparency, input check. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm sure Matthew will chime in if it's not, but we're going to go with that for now. And then I do have this thing here. That's the cylinder, though. Okay, I got to save this. Shock. Yes, I know. Okay, so let me go ahead and delete this cylinder because that's not going to work for our purpose. So we have to do... Okay. So I have to go through 2D object, sprites, and then add a circle. Should be fine. Let's move it up. Well, actually, first let me scale it, and then I want to make it visible. All right? And then we'll tilt it and make sure it's tilted correctly. But I got to remember how to make it visible because somebody made things really, really complicated. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's like URP deferred is what I want. Okay, so deferred. So that's okay. So URP deferred is the renderer for the main scene, and then obviously the one with the mini map is for the mini map. Okay, so then I'm going to go to transparent layer mask, and this setting says. I still don't like this. It says of these transparent layers, I want you to render them. I don't like it. I don't like it. Because then it's not transparent. I don't like it. I don't like it. But whatever. We're going to go with it. All right. So we come up here. Okay. I got to figure out how to. Oh, okay. That's why. All right. So I think we can just do a rotation of -90. All right. And then I should be able to go to my minimap folder. Oh, I got to delete this. And then I can take this and I can drag it up to here and boom. Oh, but wait, it's black. It probably should be white. Maybe that's what Matthew was saying when he said it should be white. All right. Well, that's easy enough. That's easy enough to fix. That's easy enough. All right. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Shakim Addy, you need to explain what the fuck is going on for those of us who haven't been following along with the code. I'm trying to add a little icon in the mini-map so that you can easily see where the player is. Matthew, that's why we have transparent specific layers such as the mini-map layer. That's why we have transparent specific layers. I don't like that terminology. That's why we have transparent specific layer. What does that mean? A transparent specific layer? A layer specifically for transparent things? Or wait, no, multiple layers specifically for transparent things? I don't like that. They always come crawling back to me. You mean the women? They always do. They always do. What's all this deferred render? I know! I had the same fucking question last night. I'm sitting here losing my mind, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Where did this second renderer come from? And then Matthew's like, oh, well, I had to code it in assembly really quick, but it's there. So I'm like, well, why the hell did you do that? He's like, because. And I'm like, fuck. So, yeah, that's what happened. That's an exact replica of the... No, it's not an exact replica. I was like, why did you do that? He's like, oh, because... And then I was like, fuck! That's more representative of how it actually went. All right. So I got to make this... white. Oh, my God, that dog. I'm gonna beat that dog. We're about to have a Kaya situation in here. I'm not even joking. I'm joking. I would never hit my dog. He's very little. Let me see. Is it already? No. Okay. And then this. There we go. All right. Perfect. All right. Yes, save, and now hopefully Unity, there, perfect. All right, now we're cooking with fire. All right, we got this. Deferred is more performant for games with many light sources. What do you mean? You were just saying that there is, you were just saying that this was impossible a day ago, and now you're an expert on it? No. And I have to remember to start reading Matthew's messages in the proper way. Oh, deferred is more performant for games with many light sources. We can delete the minimap renderer. Long live the queen. Wait, we can delete the renderer? Can we? No, I'm going to wait. I'm going to get to work like it is before I delete anything. The forward renderer. Oh, I already read that. So it's like a lightweight version of the forward renderer. Something like that. Okay, now, So the sprite obviously does not have a transform. The circle does. But I think I can just deal with the rotation in code, actually. And I think that's probably the... Whoa, wait a minute. Well, okay, let's look and see what this looks like on the minimap. I'm curious. We can delete the game, too. We can delete Not Sure, that's for sure. You know what? I'm going to offend Not Sure again. I'm offending Not Sure. I'm going to have... I'm loading up the Hulk Hogan 9/11 pictures again. No, I'm not. All right, so let's see. Okay, so I expected that. But why don't we see them on the mini-map? Okay, don't tell me. Okay, tell me, but okay, wait. I'm guessing that's because it's on the... Okay, I think I know why. If I go to mini-map... Okay, so if I put it on the mini-map layer... Wait, if I put the circle on the mini-map layer... Wait. Okay, that kind of makes sense to me. But then will it show up on the mini-map? Forward only does a single pass or two. Deferred... Okay. All right. Okay. I like where this is heading. Look at that. Okay. No, that's looking good. Look. Now we're still showing the player, but that's fine. You know, we can deal with that. I mean, honestly, you know, and I mean, I don't even think there's really any harm kind of in just leaving it, but whatever. Okay. This is good. Now, okay. What now? What do we do now? Okay, I believe I have a mini map. Oh wait, I have the circle. Well, I was getting ready to say the circle has to be a child of the player, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, let's rename this because I'm going to do it in code. Mini map player icon, and then I thought I had a mini map folder somewhere. I'll just leave it where it's at for now. Okay. No. I do want to move it because I want to do this in code, and I want to make sure. See, that's minimap mask. This is all kinds of other stuff. What's the image? I don't even remember what. Oh, the image is the circle that gets cold, or not. You know what I mean? The minimap camera. The minimap. What's the minimap image? Oh, it's the image that everything's projected on. Okay. The minimap mask. Okay. All right. I think maybe we'll just leave it where it's at. Well, we sure did miss you, Not Sure. The minimap rendering layer mask instead of default. Ignore and delete minimap renderer to avoid confusion. Long live the queen. All right. Thank you, Matthew. I don't even have, like, when I read the messages like that, I don't even have to say who said it because we all know. All right. Oh, goddamn. All right. Okay. What was I doing? Yes, code. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the minimap folder. Go in here. Easy. And then we're just going to create a script. We'll call it minimap player icon. We'll just call it that. Minimap player icon script. Okay. Oh my God. Don't do that right now. Oh my God. Why? I didn't tell you to do that. Okay, script. Thank you. All right. Okay. Now we got to load up Visual Studio because that hasn't been loaded yet. Okay, so what? Okay, so this transform is going to be of the circle. So I can literally just do a it doesn't even need to be serialized. I could do a private transform. Yep, AI knows what I want. player, except it doesn't know that I want a underscore. Player transform. I guess we could do it in start. I'm gonna depend on AI here. Game find object. Okay, that makes sense. Of course, that assumes we have a player, but if we don't, we have bigger problems. So I'm happy with that. Update. Alrighty. Okay. All right. So I got to talk about something. So that Tommy Tucson video game that I wrote. I remember I started getting concerned when I had a few dozen objects on the map that were getting painted with each update. And I started getting concerned about performance. But that's because I had like zero experience with game programming. And then I was talking to my good buddy Joe, may he rest in peace. Literally, he passed away last year. But I was talking to my good buddy Joe about it, and he said something to the extent of, "Are you a fucking idiot? Like, it's literally a few dozen objects, and you're worried. Meanwhile, computers can handle billions of points of data per second, and you're worried about a few dozen stupid sprites." And I was like, you know what? That's a good point. That's a good point, Joe. That's a good point. Fuck you. So I am 98.5% sure that this is not a valid concern in this project yet. But at what point do you start to get concerned about the number of different scripts doing work on update? Like, when does that begin to become a concern? Or is it like one of those things that it only begins to become a concern when it begins to become a problem? Is it kind of like so I don't know where, and that's like where my lack of experience with Unity and game programming kind of shows, because I don't know where that line is. But it's like, and I'm like I said, I'm like 98.5% sure that my project is not near that part. But like every time I'm creating a new script with an update, I'm like, minimum systems requirement RTX 5090. Well, that's only going to do good for updates going to be ran on the CPU, right? Event empty updates get ran. But no, only worry about it if it actually shows it as an issue. I guess so. Poor people. I mean, that's already kind of true. All right. Before I get canceled, let's move on. All right, so we have the player transform, and basically, I think the transform position. No, but I want the minimap camera. We do need that, right? Because, well, let's have it. Well, it's already following the player. All right. Okay. All right. I think I need to rotate the arrow. And I think it would actually be better to do it in the PNG. And I don't know that I assume. Oh, wait a minute. I bet I can. I know. Oh, wait. I can. It's under layers and like, and then it's like transform or something like that, right? There's like in Photoshop, it would be like you would paste the layer and then it would be like free transform or something like that. So there's got to be something similar here. So wait, okay, but it's the background that could be problematic. Can you rotate a background layer? I'm waiting. Like I heard the chime. They always come crawling back. Shut up! They always come crawling back to me. Long live the Queen. All right, no, I can do this without Matthew. Okay, wait a minute. All right. Wait a minute. What I can do is I can add a new layer. Okay. And then can I make this the background and this? Because I'm afraid you can't rotate the background. No, surely you can rotate the whole image, though. Okay, let's delete that layer. How can I just do a free rotation of the whole image? I mean, I got this. Okay, wait. Rotate and zoom. Okay. Oh, Matthew thought we were going to come crawling back. Now, of course, I have to eyeball this, but I think it all looks pretty good. I think it does. It's hard to say, but I'm going to go with it. You can control A to select all, press M, move mouse to a corner, and rotate. Well, I figured it out without you. Thank you. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to do it my way. So now let's see if it's aligned with the player. I didn't send the link out to anybody. That's all right. It can be an intimate setting tonight. I think it's reverse. Okay. But it's not exact. Oh my God, that fucking dog. That fucking dog. Do you hear that, idiot? Do you hear that? Oh my God. We're getting him a shock collar. No. All right. All right. So the image is off. But 180 on the transform. It's not 100. It's not a perfect 180. Because if it was a perfect 180, then I would be staring up the road. Look at the mini map. Look at the direction in which I'm looking. It's not a perfect 180, and that's what I don't like. Well, did I put a transform on the circle or on the icon? Maybe I did. No, I just did the X. So this would be a Y rotation. If it's the parent, then why doesn't it have the same? Check the transform rotation. Jesus Christ. Yes, that's what I'm doing. No, thank you for your help. I don't mean to yell. Okay. This rotation looks fine. Like, the thing I don't get is if it's why doesn't it have the same rotation as the... Because the player's rotation is... Let's try this. That's the player's rotation. Let's just give the mini-map projection the same exact rotation about the y-axis. And that actually might be it. Did you save changes? Yes, I did. See? Did I? I might not have. Whoops. I might not have. Okay. No, I don't think that's right, though. I don't think that's right. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, because I see the blue arrow pointing that way. All right, so let's see. Okay, so now that looks more like 180 rotation. Okay. All right, so now it does look like a 180 rotation about the y-axis. That feels like a problem with the player model. Like, why is the player model... Why is it rotated at negative 180? Like, why a negative 189? Like, where did that come from? Let's deal with it later. Let's deal with it later. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. One problem at a time. But that's an issue. Like, why is the player rotation negative 189 degrees? Like, that's a weird... That's weird. Okay, let's zoom in. Okay, let's not... Okay. All right, so we're looking a little bit to the right. Okay, that looks pretty darn good. We're looking at the boat. We're looking at the front of the boat. We're looking at the back of the boat. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. That looks pretty darn good if you ask me. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to commit because you jackasses didn't remind me to, so I'm going to. Like, yeah, PM not sure is not doing his job. He's definitely not doing his job. It's just how rotated it is in the scene. Look towards the... But it still feels like the rotation should be 0. Well, that's true. I see what you're saying. Like, it's how we position the player in the scene. Okay. All right. So, game unity, yes. I did change this, but do I want to keep those changes? I don't think I do, actually. Oh. I think I want to put this on the mini-map layer. Oh, it is on the mini-map layer. I'm so confused because now you're saying we can delete the mini-map, and I don't understand. Now I feel like it's not going to work. We'll get there when we get there. We'll get there when we get there. Let's just we're making really good progress. Let's just keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. Okay. I'm just fuck it. I'm committing it all. I'm committing everything. Fuck it. I'm committing everything. Fuck it. No, not fucking. Fuck it. I'm committing everything. Last night, so actually I think it was oh wait, I already talked it. Did I? No, I didn't talk about this. So I guess it was not the layer, the renderer, but the renderer is what's rendering per layer. Okay, never mind. We'll do it when we get there. We'll do it when we get there. Okay. No, a couple nights ago. Was it? It wasn't it was last night. I think it was last night. Commit notes. Fuck it. Yes. No, but a couple nights ago, no, it was last night. Last night. So like, I don't know how I start watching this, but I start watching like, it was like the top 20 ways to die, or like the top 20 worst ways to die, something like that. And one of the last ones, it was like it was either second or third to last. And mind you, this is as I'm in bed after 2 nights of not really sleeping that well. My sleep has been progressively getting better, but since I've been home, I have not had a good night's sleep. And so last night, I'm watching this video. The second to third to last way to die, or worst way to die, was fatal insomnia, where I guess it's your amygdala or something, I don't know, but the part of your brain that controls sleep gets damaged or just dies, and you can't sleep. Like you physically are unable to sleep. And I'm literally watching that as I'm about to go to bed after like 2 nights of not sleeping very well. I slept better last night. I did manage to sleep, but Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm not doing myself any favors, that's for sure. Okay. All right. Okay. So the script. Oh, that's a problem. What we need is a serialized field that is a transform of the camera. The main camera the mini-map camera transform. Mini-map camera transform. Okay. And then on the update, what we'll do, I'm just reading what AI's got going on here, but I don't think, I mean, that might be right. I don't know. I'm just gonna comment it out for now. We'll look at it in a minute. What we're going to do is we are going to we got to do this whole song and dance with creating a new vector, which kind of annoys me because that's literally instantiating a new variable on every update call, which I don't like. I really don't like that. Like in C++, you would want to buffer that. You would want to just have and I know I probably could just have a member variable, but I'm just going to go with it. Vector 3, we'll just do new position. New position is going to equal the minimap camera transform dot position. Okay. No. Maybe. No, it's going to be the player transform position. Okay. That's fine. I mean, we don't need to set the X or the X and Z, or as some, in case you don't understand, Matthew, we don't need to set the X and Z, but we'll do it anyway. All right. So new position. Okay. So the new position Y, new position dot. Okay. So that is going to be of the minimap transforms position Y, but if it's up here, we want to come down. So we got to subtract some. We got to subtract like a fixed amount. But let's just start with, I don't know, 50. That might be a problem though, because what was the minimum that we allowed? I think it was a minimap camera. Basically, we don't want the icon to go below, like so that it disappears, right? Matthew says 10. Wait, is that minimap lighting script? Was this it? Yeah, min size. Oh, but it's size, not height. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, the minimap camera won't have a Y then, will it? So now we got to do some... Oh, fuck. This just got more complicated. If the minimap camera doesn't have a Y, then we got to look at the size and do some computations with the size. Oy. Oy. Height is 100F hard-coded. The height of what? An orthographic or whatever it is, orthographic, or the orthographic camera. The height is hard-coded as 100, but that doesn't help us. We have to take into consideration the size of the camera, I guess. And from that, figure out a Y. Oh. Yeah, this just got more complicated. This just got really complicated. Can you play happier music? Is this what you wanted? Not sure? This is what you asked for. Okay. So, okay, what's Matthew over here saying? You set minimap camera to 100F in the up right there. All right, then we'll put it on loop. And what I'll do is I'll turn my speakers off so I don't have to hear it. Okay. So Matthew's saying I set the wait. The Y. Okay, the Y for the icon. You need to change the scale with the orthographic camera. You need to change the scale. But if I could give it a corresponding Y, that's the same thing. Right? I mean, I guess either way would work. Like mathematically, there's probably a way to get the same result. Okay. Let's see what AI says. Okay. Let me go off screen for a minute. I can see it playing in the background. This is like some kind of like torture where like I'm unaffected, but you guys, oh, just all right. I can't do this to you. I like you guys. I don't want you guys to leave. Okay, one more time. Ortho camera isn't perspective. Changing height won't change its size. Are you telling me that if the boat icon suddenly launched into the air, or not the icon, I'm sorry, the boat model, if the boat suddenly launched into the air, its size is not going to change. Iraqi prisoners were tortured to Baby Shark. I see, you know what? I can see it playing and it's bothering me, so I'm just going to change the tab on that browser. And then, so this was kind of funny. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she like sent me pictures of food. She's Indian, and she sends me the name. She sends me the name of this dish she's making. I'm like, what are you cooking? She's like, and she sends me the name of it. And so I Googled it, and this is what came up in Google. I was like, this like cute Japanese woman. I'm like, okay, I can work with that. Like, I can work with that. But obviously that's not what she's cooking. Basically, 2D doesn't matter how. I refuse to believe that mostly. Mostly. I gotta look at this. All right. You win this round. You win this round, Matthew. You win this round. All right, fine. Okay, so we have to scale it. We have to scale it according to the size of the camera. Okay. All right. Okay. So it's basically going to be the scale. You know what? I can turn it up louder for you guys. If you're having a hard time hearing it, I can turn it up. I can turn it up a little louder. No, see, this is a delicate balance between like torturing you guys. Like if I torture you guys too much, you just close the browser, and I don't want that. So I got to find the delicate balance of like still maintain my entertaining personality, which you've come to know and love, while still like allowing like, you know what I mean? I gotta figure out how much torture I can give you before you leave. And I did have 3 viewers. Now it's down to 2. There's always like that mysterious third one who's just silent and never says anything. But now that person's like, no, I'm out. I'm tapped out. I'm out. All right, let me get this started. The baby shark. All right, no, there was something I was listening to earlier, and I was like, oh, I'd like to play that, but I don't know. Oh, I know what it was. Let me see. I can find it. So I'm going to Iceland on Thanksgiving week, and there's this band called Kylan Mikla. It's this Icelandic girl band, and so every time I'm about to go to Iceland, I will listen to them for like a few weeks ahead of the trip to kind of get into the mood. I did the same thing last year when I was going to Norway. I was listening to a lot of Heilung. You ever heard of Heilung? Heilung. So anyway, this is how I prepare for my trips. Okay, so we have to do the scale according to the size. So I do remember that it might not be in the transform. It would be the camera, because I have to get the orthographic size, and I do remember that is from the camera. So there's like a mini map. God, I do love this keyboard. Orthographic size. Okay. All right. So I don't want to get it. I want to read it. I freaking love Heilung. Yeah, I love Heilung too. Look up this band. You might like them. I mean, they're nothing like Heilung, so I don't know why I think you would like them. But they're cute Icelandic girls. Just saying. Okay. So what I want to do, float, new scale, It's going to equal the orthographic size, I guess, times something, right? I don't know what, but let's just go with a 10th. I guess we just fool around with it to figure it out. I mean, I guess it would be easier to fool around with it if I made this a serialized variable, but whatever. We'll one thing at a time, okay? Just one thing at a time. Okay, so now is that what I want? Do I want local scale? Do I want to change local scale? I don't understand. Like with the different... Oh, wait a minute. Well, let's think this through. So let's say I have... I'm just going to do some like pseudocode down here, okay? Or not even... Let me load up Visual Studio Code. It'll be a little bit easier if I do that. Do public property that you can change while... Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Oh, geez. Oh, this is... I'm like looking at this. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? What secrets am I putting on it? But that's okay. So if I have a parent, okay, I got to think about this for a minute. So a parent, and let's say their size, let's just deal with one variable right now since it's going to be the same for all of them. So let's say the size is 10 and let's say the scale is 2. So that means it's actually going to be 20. Right. Okay, so this will actually produce a thing of size 20. Okay. Now, if I have a child, and let's just deal with size, let's say size 5, and just for sake of, and if it's scale 1, Okay, let's back up. Okay, let's back up for a second. Let's just back up. Okay, so that's going to be 10. So if the child is of size 5 with scale of 1, I mean, AI is saying that's going to be a thing of size 5, which I get why it's saying that, but I don't think that's correct. I think that's going to be a thing of size... Oh, wait. Why is this so difficult? If it's size 5, I mean, I kind of do want to say it would be size 50. That can't be right. I heard the ding. I just don't see a message yet. Child scale is relative to the parent scale. Right. But I'm trying to understand this first part here makes perfect sense to me, right? Like if I have the parent size is 10 and it has a scale of 1, what's going to get drawn is a thing of size 10. I don't know what you mean. Just imagine it's the X variable, okay? Just pick any variable. Imagine it's that. I know that, but because it doesn't matter. Each one has its own size and scale. So I'm just trying to pick one. So imagine, just imagine it's the X, okay? But just work with me here. Okay, so fine. Let's say this is size X, okay? And then this is scale X. This is going to be a thing that has size X of 10, right? On the X axis, it's going to be 10 units long. The thing it draws, it's going to be 10 units long on the X axis. So, and then obviously if the scale is 2, then it's going to be 20 on the X axis, right? Like that makes sense, right? So let's go back to 1 to keep it simple. So this, if the size is 5, but that's relative to the parent size, right? But then what does that mean exactly? Like position is really easy to think about. Like position's really easy. Okay. But I'm assuming they work similarly. I guess maybe they don't necessarily have to. I'm just trying to understand how parent and child sizes and scales work. Like, what does it mean for only scale matters here? So if the child is size 5, in my example, does that mean that the child is going to be 5 units long and that it's not relative to the parent size at all? I guess that makes sense. That makes it a lot easier. And then, so only the scale matters. Okay, so if only the scale matters, this would be a thing 10 units long, right? Remember, we're talking about X here. This would be 10 units long. So what does that mean? 4, is that 20? Because 2 times 2 is 4 times 5 is 20. So the child would have a scale of 20, or you know what I mean? It would have size of 20. Okay. I literally forgot how we got on this conversation, or what the purpose of this conversation. Oh, I was trying to understand what local scale is as opposed to scale. Like literally, what is local scale? Like how is, okay, I'm just going to ask AI because Matthew's useless. I'm kidding, Matthew. Okay. In Unity, when a child of something has a local scale, or well, when a child of something exists, what is the difference between the child's scale and local scale? If you model mesh, if you model mesh is 10 units wide, scale of 1, child is 5 units wide, scale 2, they'd be the same size. That makes sense. But what if now the parent scale is 2? What does that do to the child? Like, will the child? So if the parent scale is 2, then the parent is 20. Is the child also 20? Short version, in Unity, a child doesn't have a separate global scale property called scale. Oh. What you're seeing in the inspector is local scale relative to its parent. Oh. The child's actual size and world space is lossy scale. Oh. Which is the result of the child's local scale combined with the parent's scale, and is lossy because non-uniform scale plus rotation can represent. Okay, I get that. That makes sense. Quick mental model. Local scale, how big am I relative to my parent? Lossy scale, how big in the world space after the whole hierarchy's transforms are applied? Oh, okay. All right. But local scale for the child will remain unchanged. All right. Point is we'll just do this, right? We're just going to do transform local scale. I need to assign the minimap camera to it in Unity. So we come over here and then we go over there. Oh, I need to actually assign the script up here. Okay. And then the minimap camera right here. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens. See what happens, boys. It's finally starting to feel like freaking fall around here. Okay, so let's see if that arrow changes size. Here we go. And it's changing size. All right, what's happening? Well, let's check the obvious and make sure that it's even running. Maybe there's something obvious I just screwed up and didn't see. Wouldn't be the first time. All right. I remember. So there's I remember this Facebook comment. So when I was okay, so this is getting when my girlfriend got pregnant at the age of 18, like I was like freshly 18. We moved into our own apartment, co-signed by my girlfriend's father, of course, because we were fucking 18-year-olds. But this was at a time when actually like a 18-year-old could work full time and his girlfriend could work part time and could afford an apartment and to live by themselves. But our parents were helping us out. So I started a BBS. And I've talked about this software before. I don't know if Matthew was around in those days. I'm pretty sure not sure was, but I talked about this BBS quite a bit, or the BBS software called WWIV, written by Wayne Bell. And I think I talked about it mostly because it was like the first time that I'd ever actually written software that like made a little bit of money. And because it was like this networking thing and blah, blah, blah. I'm assuming that, Matthew, you know what a BBS is, even though it's like, ancient technology. I know you're like, oh, an abacus? I know what that is. Oh, a BBS? I know what that is too. Like, yes. But I wrote this. I wrote this thing. I don't even remember what it did, but I remember it worked fine for me. And so the way the networking software worked is like you had one phone line for your BBS, which means literally one person could use it at a time. And so the networking software, like if I posted something on BBS A and I was networked with BBS B and BBS C, what would happen then is there was certain algorithms you could define how the mapping works, but maybe you could configure it such that BBS A would always call BBS B, which would always call BBS C. Or you could have it so that BBS A could call BBS B and BBS C. Like there's various configurations you could do. Well, it had a bug. It had a bug. Like I introduced like it had a bug where it ended up calling the guy. He was like, oh, I was like, yeah, no, it works fine for me. And he's like, okay, I'm going to let it run overnight. And I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, because you want the networking software to mostly run at night because that's when you get your least amount of people trying to call into the BBS. Since if somebody was on the BBS, anybody else calling in would get a busy signal. In case you didn't know, Matthew, a busy signal was something that would happen when you tried to call somebody, but only one person could talk to somebody at the same time. I know we don't have those nowadays, but anyway, so it would call. And it would do this data transfer. It would hang up. And then for reasons which are long forgotten, it didn't realize that the transfer had completed. So it would call again and do the transfer. Well, the result was not only did you have like however many hundreds of duplicates of messages were able to be transferred that night, you also had about a $300 phone bill because that call was long distance. So anyway, I was just reminded of a Facebook post where like the guy, I'm friends with the guy who ended up having to pay for the $300. And he said something about, this was like years ago. He posted something but basically he posted about that incident. And I was like, yeah, that was the first time, but definitely not the last time that something I've written has cost someone hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Anyway, sidetrack. Okay. Let's stay focused. I thought that was a funny story. I know you guys, whatever, go to hell. I hate you both. All right. So what is going on here? New scale 5. Okay. That's fine. So if I zoom out. Okay, zoom out. Oh, it's working now. It's kind of glitchy. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, it was rendered. Wait a minute. I want to go back. WWIV 5.81 was just released. Are they still? I mean, I know they have like TCP support nowadays. Hey, it works, but I think I noticed that the arrow was rendered under the bridge. Let me see. Yeah. Is that something where setting the height of the arrow would help? Well, I guess we could try it, right? We can just come up here. Where's the player? Oh, the player's in the boat, and the boat is in a game asset. Okay, so the player's here. Okay, easy. Where's the player? Where is the player? Well, there's the boat. Where is the player? Okay. All right, we're just going to have to do this. Player. But I want to view it. I want to view the children. Player visual. I want to view. Okay, fine. I'm just going to search for minimap. Minimap player icon. Perfect. Okay, so let me get back under the bridge. Under the bridge downtown. Okay, I feel alone. I fucking hate Red Hot Chili Peppers. Okay. What did I want to do? Oh, I wanted to try setting the Y. I bet this does work. Yeah, it does. Okay. Oh. But it only works so much. Where is that limit? 250 is okay. 100 is okay. What about 150? No. 125? No. 100. Oh, but Matthew said I'm setting the height of the camera, right? Let me see. One. I know this doesn't have any. Okay, it just gets set. Okay. So if I set the height of the minimap icon to 100, I mean that's very hacky, right? I'd say -10 from the minimap camera. So this is where we need to set the height still so it's above other objects. All right, so negative. Okay, all right. But we can do, but we should only have to do that once. Can we just do it here? So that would be vector 3 new position equals minimap camera dot position transform dot position. Then we could just do new position y minus equals 10. And then wait, we might not be able to do it just once. We might have to do it constantly, right? Because otherwise that y is going to get overwritten on each update. Will it? Well, let's find out. And then, so then we just do transform dot position equals, really AI? Really AI? You don't know what I want to do? Okay, fine. Let's do that. Okay. I'm not convinced this is going to work, but let's try it. Yeah, do this in the update. Well, now Matthew tells me. Fine. I'll do it in the update. All right. Okay. It's a little glitchy. I do kind of wish. Oh, there's not sure. Not sure. Reading the manual. He's reading the WWIV manual. So I remember WWIV. It was originally written in Pascal, and then I think it was version 3 or 4, he rewrote it in C, and that's where I got my first experience with C, was with this software. The Windows version of WWIV is developed and tested on Windows 10. I'm kind of tempted to download and run it. Although WWIVS will start to run in 64-bit, none of the 16-bit DOS programs. Yeah, because there are lots of ANSI games. Wasn't Microsoft talking about drop-in ANSI support or something in terminal and like in this? For some reason, I feel like I remember that. Wait, where did it go? Come on, where are you? Where are you? There you are, right here. Like in the new Windows terminal, weren't they talking about dropping ANSI support? I feel I might be making that up, but I feel like I remember reading that. Okay. All right, so we're on top. Where's the boat? Okay, here's the boat. Oh, I think another thing is that the reversing left and right are backwards. Okay, so that does work. It's open source now. Yeah, that's how Wayne Bell made money on it, because you used to be able to pay for it. You would pay it. You would send him money, and then he would mail you a disc. Now, Matthew, discs were like these little squares, and they sometimes, like in the older days, they had even bigger ones. But you would put those. It was a physical thing, and you would put those into the computer. And like it would read data from it. It was kind of like a CD, like an older version of a CD. So you got to explain these. You got to explain these things to the young kids. Like they don't know. Like they don't know those things. All right. Okay. So this seems to work. Oh, what happened? What happened? I stopped driving. That's what happened. Yeah, I think yeah, it was a physical save icon. Yes. It was. All right, Matthew's getting. Oh, this is another great bug. Or not bug, but okay, where did it go? Sometimes the boat gets super wobbly. And I'm like, you know what? I do not even want to deal with that right now. This boat still gave me fucking nightmares. Okay, this is working well. What else did we need to do? Okay. I mean, I don't know literally how I got this on the first try. I mean, it could stand to be a hair bigger. Let's try 15 instead. I'm actually a little concerned that I got this on the very first try. So I can't go to bed with it having been on the first try. Let me see what's going on here. Wow. Did you fix the sound bug? What sound bug? What sound bug? I don't know what sound bug you're talking about. What is this sound bug of which you speak? This. Oh, are you talking about the sound bug of the boat? I did notice something. So last night I was frustrated. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to drive the boat out to one of these islands. And I did notice that the sound kind of like at first I thought there was an issue. I thought the boat stopped driving because the sound just went boom, but it was actually the audio file looping. So, okay, that's a little too much. I guess let's just fool around with it a little bit. Let's see. Oh wait, I can't. It's in code. I know there's like live code editing, but it always seems to cause problems. So let's go ahead and just do 125. Yeah, that would require some. I'm sure there's some kind of technique where you can have the audio file start looping kind of like within a buffer or something. Do you see what I mean? Like it would get to the end, but then when it loops back, instead of starting at the very beginning, okay, we'll look at something in a minute, because now I'm wondering like, well, wait a minute. Is that silence is there silence at the end of the audio file? Like itself? Like, is there silence there? I kind of like this. I kind of like 1.25, or I'm sorry, 0.125. I kind of like 0.125. It's a little big. I'm a little annoyed that it's not rotating with the camera, which I guess we could fix just by actually, instead of attaching it to the player, attach it to the camera. right? We could just do... we could do this, right? Let's see if that works. There is silence at the start of the audio file. Oh, that should be easy to fix. We'll look at that in a second. Oh, okay. That's kind of worse. Whoa. 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 Oh. Oh. Oh, it's doing the full rotation. Oh. Do I really want to fix that? Do I really want to fix that? No. No. Not right now. No. No. We'll keep it like this. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll write a little bug. It was fine as it was. You're asking me. I mean, it's not, but I don't feel like dealing with the rotation. Okay, fine. Fuck you, Matthew. We'll do it now. Fine. We'll do it now. All right. So basically what I need to do, we're setting the position. Okay. So, okay. First, let's add it back to the camera. So now we have the rotation. Well, now I need to get the camera. No, now I need to get the main camera. I don't feel, wait, is it, but there is a shortcut to get the main camera, isn't there? I feel like there's literally like a main camera object or something you can get. Camera.main. How does that work if we have two cameras? I'm going to assume that... Is there... tag main camera. No, I mean, it was fine before moving it under the camera. Okay, fine. All right, we won't. Well, you were asking a question like, was it really fine? Like, is it really fine the way it works? Is it really fine? All right. We're going to log a bug just so we don't forget about it. We can come back to it later. Maybe it's like, that would be a good issue for like somebody new to look at, actually, honestly. Minimap player icon does not rotate with the camera, but with the player. This, when the player, okay, this can be an issue when the player is in the boat, when the player is driving the boat. What happens is that I'm distracted by something over here. Okay. What happens is that the player can move the camera around, but should it actually follow, or should it just follow the like? You know what? Actually, I don't think it should do that. I think it should keep facing forward, because then that tells you which direction you're moving in. So yeah, I think we should just keep it the way it is. Okay. Easy. Perfect. Easy peasy. Let's see. Oh wait, let me clean this up a little bit. Let me see. What was this? This was shit we don't care about. All right. Player transform, player. Wait, are we even using this? Why did I want the player transform? I mean, we're not even using it, so I don't know why. I think we're fine. Okay, yeah, I think I wanted the player transform originally because that's where we were going to get the position and everything. But since the minimap player is a child, since the minimap player icon is a child of the player, we don't need to get the position, so we're fine the way we are. All right, cool. Come on, here we go. Okay, finished Finish implementing the player mini map icon. All right. Okay, so not sure. Do you remember? Do you remember what the name of the? Oh wait, we have this audio folder. No, that's not it. Do you remember what the name of the audio file is, or if it's a .wave, a let's see, wave? Oh yes, because God forbid you would be able to search by extension. God forbid there would be a way to actually show extensions. There is a way to search by it. I just don't remember where it is. Can you do this? Boat.wave. All right. Oh, okay. So let's see. Are you sure? Boat accelerating. Here we go. Okay. Now, I always forget the name of the audio that's basically like... oh my God. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. There MP3... Is it MP3 edit? There was an amazing audio editor that was so popular in like the 2000s. Like... Winamp. No, not Winamp. Fuck, what was the name of it? Oh my, I loved that program. Everybody was like pirating the serial numbers for it. And then I think Adobe ended up buying it. No, it was not Audacity. It was originally written by an independent developer. And then I'm pretty sure Adobe bought it and it became Audacity, I think. Oh my God. There was a very popular audio file editor that was used in the 00s on Windows. I think Adobe ended up buying it, but it was originally done by an indie developer. What am I thinking of? But the fact that I can't remember this is bothering me. Oh man, what the hell was it? Cool Edit. That's it. I didn't even Cool Edit. But there's a there's like a modern day version of it that I have installed. I just can never remember the name of it. So I'm going to have to scroll through everything to look for it. Obsidian. What the hell is it called? I think I've probably passed it. Unless it's like Wave Pound. Yeah, Wave Pad. Maybe later. All right. Yeah, this is it. The WavePad editor has crashed because of an abnormal exception. No. Seriously? Seriously? Why is it crashing now? All right, it did ask me to update. So let's see if updating how it works at all. No, Audacity is Adobe. Isn't Audacity Adobe? It's Adobe shit. I mean, apparently this doesn't feel much better. Okay, is it running? Is it running? Is it running? Yes. Oh, okay. Here. Now we have the... Okay, there we go. I accept. Skip all. Let's just go to next. Audacity is free, I thought. Is it? It's Adobe shit, though, isn't it? Isn't it Adobe shit? I don't want Adobe shit. I don't want my own shit. Here we go. Perfect. All right. So I'm just simply going to go in here. I don't see any silence. Yeah, there's no silence at the beginning of the files. Oh, there is silence at the ending. So what I was getting at is like we could cut the ending, right? Like we can cut it like here. And then, but what you would do is you would have it loop back. When it loops back, it would have to start around here, around 10 seconds in. Right? Now, we're going to have to do that through code, I assume. I'm not sure how. Another option, at least for now, is just literally copy and then paste. Now, let's just put that at the end. Just delete the first 20 seconds. But I like the ramp up sound. Otherwise, it's going to sound odd, don't you think? Is there a way to, like, can I paste? I don't know what paste cycle is. There's some interesting options in here that I'm kind of tempted to fool around with. Like paste cycle. I don't know what that did. Okay, let me just copy. And then paste at the end. And then put an Easter egg at the end of a 1 hour track. No, I think it would be, I think we should probably figure it out in code, honestly. But let me trim the end of it off. I forgot where I'm at, but so let me just reset that file and then redo it from there. Let me just see. Discard file changes. Yes. Yes. Will this reload it? No. Don't save. So yeah, we can just do this. Oh, I hate when I'm thrown. I'm assuming that those are the settings that it came with. I don't know. Let's make sure the sound still works. Okay, so that should be good. I'm assuming Unity will just, yep. Now, is there any way to do it here? Let me see. Like force to mono, load in background, ambionics. When this flag is set, the clip will be treated as ambisonic. No. Compression. I don't see anything in here that says like loop or anything. So I guess you can't do it. Okay. So let's see. Audacity is open. Oh, I thought for some reason I thought Audacity is it done by, is it open source by Adobe? For some reason I thought Audacity was Adobe. Well, whatever. I got WavePad. I like WavePad. See, look at the boat. Look at the boat. Could you imagine being on that boat? And you know, that actually does happen on boats. That can happen on an actual boat. Maybe not as dramatic. Well, yeah, probably. I bet it probably could happen as dramatic. Like if you're going fast enough and it's not just perfect. If the boat's not designed to go a certain speed, I bet that actually can happen in a real boat. I have no idea how to fix that in code, though. None. I swear the boat icon looks weird on here. Well, now I can't see it. Oh, no. Okay, it looks fine. The boat isn't trimmed correctly. What do you mean? Oh, my God. All right. Let's close that. Okay, so we can check that in. Trimming the end of the boat sound. The boat motor sound SFX. That's industry. That's industry abbreviation for sound effects. Okay. Perfect. Oh man, it is so nice and crisp outside. We took the before I came up here to do the stream, took the dog out on a walk, and like I was actually a little cold. I was a little chilly. Because I like this jacket, which again is my favorite hoodie in the world. The hoodie that I found on the side of the road and decided to for some reason I decided I'm going to put this in the washing machine, and then I washed it and I was like, I love this hoodie. Part of the reason I love it is because it's about as thick and insulating as tissue paper. And so when we went to take the dog on a walk, I was cold. In real life, when there are waves, you need to adjust the trim of the boat. It's the angle of the boat and the water. It changes how the boat hits the waves. Makes sense. I believe it. Okay. So we did that. Is there anything else we need to do? I want to go back and I want to look at this ticket because I think I prematurely checked that. So I think I want to uncheck it. Okay, so we still haven't done this one. The mini map should have minus and plus icons that you can click out the zoom. I think we can change that to simply be the mini map should respond to minus and plus for zoom in and out. Matthew is back. Okay. So I don't think we actually, it would be easy enough to actually add buttons to do it, but I don't think we need to add the buttons. We can do it later if we really want to. We need to have some gameplay. Shut up. We're making a game. The whole thing. You want gameplay? Get in the boat and drive around. That's what you can do. No. Okay. The mini map can be I think disabling the mini map can wait till later. So I should have waited a minute. Okay, so let's see. Let's do this. Minimap display filter. Players should be able to select the types of things. No, they shouldn't. That's what I don't even know what I was thinking. I must have been drunk when I wrote that. All right. Items. This is the last one we're going to have to, well, let's see. Items place markers should show on the map with customizable icons, and I mean customizable to the programmer, not to the player. Customizable icons per item place and marker. Yeah. I think that could be the next thing we do. Here, play with this stick. Yes! Space Nomads took that personally, not sure. I'm telling you, I still like the idea that at the end of this game, you get your family to a spaceship and you fly off, and then now you're suddenly in Space Nomads. There you go. And you could even have we'll even have a cutaway, at the end, where they're flying off and the son's like, where do we go now, Daddy? And the father's like, I don't know, son. We're just going to have to be nomadic in space. And then, boom, Space Nomads. I think it writes itself. Hope you like the opening non-functional UI short. Okay. So I think the next thing to write, or the next thing to do is this. The items place markers should show on the map, because that's going to take us into the next part, which is make the game winnable. So the reason I want to do that is because in order to make the game win and make the game there's an entire feature hidden in the make the game winnable. That feature is a quest system, or as I like to call it, an objective system. I hate the word quest. I hate it. I can't stand it. It makes me think of dragons and magic and wizards, and I don't like dragons, magic, or wizards. Dragons I can deal with. Like in Game of Thrones, I could suspend belief or disbelief or whatever it is. I could suspend that and think okay, I could imagine a gigantic animal and somehow its lungs convert oxygen into helium maybe, and that conversion somehow makes the dragon lighter, so that's why it's more easily able to fly, and somehow that can combine with something else to create fire. Like, I could get past the dragons, like I could deal with the dragons. But like when you start throwing magic into it and wizards and shit, like I can't. Like I for the longest time I had only read the first 3 Harry Potter books because I wanted to kind of like bond with my daughter. And of course, she's of that age where like, I love Harry Potter, but although now with like, but whatever. But so the first 3 books are exactly the same. Harry goes to school. He's having trouble with his uncle and Dudley. He goes to school. Now there's some terrible misunderstanding where everybody thinks Harry did something bad, but no, it was Voldemort. And now all the kids are in some life or death situation and they just barely get out with the help of Hagrid and the other guys. Yeah, it's like they're all the same books. I didn't read the other books, and actually I kind of enjoyed, like, I enjoyed the 4th book, and like but I didn't read them until I eventually read them in Spanish. And that was the only reason because I remember telling my daughter, is like, I'm not going to read them until I'm able to read them all in Spanish. And then so anyway, I like my ending because it's really dark. What did you think of my dream ending? Wait, are you talking about? I'm trying to remember where like he saves his family, but then he wakes up. Well, I told you what I thought of that, right? I told you about the idea. So you're talking about the dream ending where like he saves his family, but then he wakes up and like it was just a dream. But I told you. So like what I was thinking of is if you don't save all the family members, then you wake up and it was like, oh no, like. You see what I mean? Like you only beat the game, like the loop, you get back to the beginning of the game each time by it being a dream. And then when you finally do save everybody, then that's the actual ending. I like, Addy, like, I'm not renaming my entire quest system for you. Just do a search and replace, dude. Just objective system. That's all it is. I should get you guys to build I should get you guys to, I can't read. I should get you guys a build to feel combat for feedback. Yeah. Actually, I started looking last night. Another thing I was looking at was let me see. What GitHub Actions Unity build. There was a couple of recipes around for actually doing doing Unity builds on GitHub with GitHub Actions, which I think would be a cool feature. Although Matthews is not open, his project's not open source because he's just too good. La di da da da. But I like eventually I would love to have this. Like I worked my ass off to get it working for the Tommy Tucson video game. I got to be very careful. TTVG. But at one point I did have it. So anytime you committed to master, you had GitHub Actions, which did builds for Windows, Mac, and Ubuntu. And you can see here that, yes, that it has no status because it probably hasn't been built in like 3 or 4 years. But it is a nightmare. Especially, it was a special nightmare with this project because I had unit tests. And I had unit tests that were doing like screen things, that were basically like doing like collision detection tests. You know, have one sprite, have another sprite, put them together, do you get a collision detection? And I remember I had to like hack it and basically create a fake screen or something. I don't remember how I did it. It was like, I think I was only able to get it to work in Ubuntu, which is fine. Not really, but it was fine. But you just had the screen as a dev null in Ubuntu, and then that kind of worked. And somewhere, where was that? Now I'm curious. Where was that? Was it Ubuntu or was it Windows? C test. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, Online Max 12 says hello right as I'm getting ready to finish up the stream. It does feel like people show up like literally in the last 10 minutes of the stream. Like it was just the three of us for like the first hour, 2 hours. Now there's like more people in the stream and I have no idea why. But right literally as I'm getting ready to finish, like in 9 minutes, we're done. We're out of here. So, now I really want to know where this screen hack was. I was really proud of that. Oh, I think most of this is for that screen hack. I don't remember how it worked. Somewhere in here, I think there's a null output device or like a null screen. Basically, you just create a null screen so nothing actually ever gets rendered. But as far as the software is concerned, basically every API call you make to the OS to draw something on the graphics card, it just says, okay. And then it's up to the software to keep track of like where everything is. And yeah. Now I really want to know. I'm pretty sure it was not on Mac. Build artifacts. Did I even have the unit tests running on Ubuntu? Surely I did. Create build environment. Configure CMake. Build. I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. C-test. I think this is it. One, maybe. I don't remember. Okay, no, I did have unit tests running. That's another thing at some point I would like to figure out is how to do unit testing. I mean, I assume there is a way to run unit tests on the command line in Unity. That's YAML that runs a bash script. Maybe. I mean, it is YAML. It probably does run a bash script at some point. But are you saying that this YAML is actually launching a bash script, which it very well may, I don't remember, or are you? I don't know what your question is saying. Why are there fireworks tonight? I don't know. You're in Herndon. Who knows why? I mean, maybe because it's because Online Max is here, and he came into the chat room, so they're having fireworks. Oh wait. Oh no! Wait, no! That's not the song we want. No. Oh, Diwali. That makes sense. Given Herndon, that does make sense. I mean, given Northern Virginia, that does make sense. Hey, you know what? We should actually ask Matthew. So Matthew, we have this MP3, and if I load it up in my handy dandy editor, what's name I've already forgotten, and I think it was WavePad. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to pin it to the WavePad. I'm going to pin it to the start. So if we look at this boat accelerating MP3, what I was getting at, I think you were away when I was talking about this. What I think makes sense is we would have a script, and I'm assuming this is possible because I am assuming I'm not the first person to encounter this. So we have this. You know what? I just thought of another idea, which would actually might be a little easier. So what I was getting at was you have this startup sound. And now at some point, the engine just kind of levels off. So what I was thinking is, well, you could have a script that when it gets to the end of the file, it loops back, but the loop, it starts about 10 to 15 seconds in. Obviously, we would tweak it to what sounds right. But now, so that's one way to do it. You have a script that loops it back where the loop starts at about 12 seconds or so, whatever it is. Another way to do it is you have a second MP3 you could just play the start of it. You could play the starting sound effect, and then that stops, and then you just loop the sustain sound. It should transition to a looped file. Yeah, so we had the same idea, right? So you basically just have two files. One which is the start, and then the second one you just do it with looped. Yeah, we can do it via code if we don't want a second MP3. I kind of like the idea of trying to do it with code. I kind of like that idea. Both are good options. Of course they are, because I thought of them. Of course they're good options. I'm going to close these windows. My tootsies are freezing. My tootsies are cold. And I don't know if I showed, but did you see? I cleared the bed. There's no more huge mess. I hope you guys are happy. I cleaned up just for you. Actually, I cleaned up for Online Max 12. I knew he was going to be here, so I wanted to make a good impression on him. Okay, so Wednesday night, if not before, Wednesday night we'll start working on where'd it go? We'll start working on this. So basically, what that is, I'll just get a little more detail. It'll have the icons at like in whatever direction. Like if there's a treasure over here, but it's not in the view of the mini map, you'll see an icon in the direction of the treasure, or whatever it is. We'll work on that. That might get a little tricky. I have a feeling that's going to be a pain in the ass. But I am very happy with the mini map. It looks really good, I think. Oh shit. And at some point we do need to fix these guys. I mean, not Shore's over here like we need to make the game playable. Meanwhile, the guys who are attacking you, they're shooting themselves. I just love the way they fall. Oh, wait. Are they going to disappear? They should disappear. They're in a death state. So after, I think, 30 seconds in the death state, I want to see them disappear now. Because there was a bug with when they were red guys or pink guys or whatever they were. There was a bug where the body would disappear, but the eye would disappear later. Oh, they're not disappearing. What's going on? Well, now I really want to know. NPC death state. No, they're still there. I don't even remember how this works. Fade out and destroy. If not faded, start it. And state timer is greater than or equal to delay. Okay, so fade started, start code routine, fade out and destroy. So something about this code routine is not working. This was it might be something to do with the material, maybe. I don't know. I still don't know what a material is. I mean, I know what it is, but oh. I'm like, what the hell? Did they come back to life? I saw red errors in the console. Okay, well, let's see. This guy's gonna die. Patrol 1 guard has died. Well, I guess let's just do this. There is no mesh renderer attached to Station Guard 2 game object, but a script is trying to access it. So that's... I don't know. I'm guessing it's somewhere here. Because I'm not doing any kind of checks. I'm just... Okay, mesh renderer. I'm not even doing a check. I'm not even doing try get component. Okay, so that's the issue. There's no mesh renderer, so that explains it. That explains it. No, you didn't. My PR is perfect. Yes, your PR is perfect. All right, boys. Well, I mean, honestly, I think this looks pretty good. We also have to redo the input system at some point because, like, I can still shoot while the inventory window is up, which I don't think you should be able to do. I'm really happy with this mini map. Actually, I think this is just. I mean, isn't this a great game? Oh, I added trees. Wait a minute. Yeah. Nah, never mind. Never mind. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to merge this PR though. Because it's just a miscellaneous PR. Like I was just like, I just want to work on some stuff and not really pay attention to anything. But I'm gonna let's see. Minimap player icon implementation. Explain your changes here. Fuck you, Matthew. All right. Create pull request. There, and there. All right. Since I am the repo owner, I can take the liberty of saying "fuck you, Matthew." There we go. All right, perfect. All right, so it is merged to master, and let's just go ahead and do this really quick. All right, we should be back at a base state. It's not a productive PR unless someone gets insulted. I mean, I kind of agree. And those are some nice trees. They really are some nice trees. All right, boys. Well, it has been a fun evening. Online Max 12. I hope you have enjoyed your time here. These two other guys can go fuck themselves. This show is dedicated to you, Online Max 12. And of course, it's also dedicated to... All right, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.